All right. So we spoke about for loop and the while loop. So let's take a look at the break and continue break command and continue command. So the break command, it's used to terminate the loop permanently. So when you come to the break, you go out of the loop. You don't go back to it. And and it could be used with the while and the for loop. So let's take an example. So let's write in here an example. So let's say that n equals 0, right? And while uh, n is less than 10, so that means we have to loop 10 times. All right. N, of course, we have to change the value of n. If we don't change the value of n, then that means we will loop forever. And then we'll ask the user to input something. We'll save it in A. So the way to ask the user is input command, all right? And we'll give him an instruction what to enter. So we'll tell him, for example, or her, enter must enter whatever user or a value, okay, greater than um, 0, greater than 0. All right, so that's what we tell the user to do, enter a value greater than 0. Now we need to check what he entered. So if a, okay, equals or greater, okay, greater or equals less or equal to 0, less or equal to 0, then he did not listen to the instruction. So we're gonna tell him a message, display. We'll tell him you must enter a positive number. Okay, we'll tell him you must enter a positive number, and display again. Okay, we'll tell the user, okay, this program will terminate now because you entered invalid. And then we break break. That's it. We break. If you dare not to listen to instructions and enter a positive number, the instructions is to enter a positive number. Let's say you entered a negative number or 0, then you break. Okay, you will go out of the program. So we have to have the end here. That's the end of the f. All right, and then after that you break out of the loop. Now you are out. Otherwise, if he enters a good thing, so display. Okay, display. I'm sorry. If he entered like a positive number as he instructed, okay, we'll tell him display. We'll display. Okay, the natural log of that number is, because for natural log you have to have a positive number, you cannot have 0 negative number. And then we calculate it for him. We'll say display, okay, the log, display the log value, display the log value for the number he entered, which is a, which is a, and that's it. We'll tell him, and then we finish. All right. So that's what it is. So you keep looping and asking the user to enter a number. Of course, let me save it first. So let's say it's a break example. All right, that's a break example. All right, let me close these. All right, close these anyways. We forgot also to put the CLC and the clear. Okay, it's good to have them at the beginning, right? Let's run and see what will happen. Okay, there's a problem in line number 4. Okay, Okay, so let's run it again. See. All right. So in here it tells us n now. So we started with n equals 0. We enter the loop. Then n equals n plus 1. That means it become n equals 1. And by the way, I could do like this. I don't have to display it. Okay. Uh, uh, Clear CLC. Okay. Let's run it again. All right. So um, so n will be n plus 1, which is 1. Then now it's instructing me enter a value greater than 0, and I forgot to put this like this. Let's run it again. That's fine. Control C. All right, and CLC clear whatever. Okay, let's run it. Okay, so enter a value greater than 0. Let's listen to the instruction. I'm gonna put 10. Enter, and gave me the natural log. So this block did not execute at all. All right. Why? Because it's gonna go there. Is 10 less than 0? No. Then the whole block in here will not be executed at all. All right. You're gonna go to the next ones in here, and the natural. So it's gonna execute this. It says the natural log of that number is, and display log A, and that's the log value. And then it loops again. Let's enter 16. Same thing, no problem. Okay. Okay. Let's say 100. No problem. Okay, no problem. Okay, let's say we put minus 10. That's a negative number. So now it will go inside. It will check, is minus 10 greater or less than is it less than 0? Yes. Then it will execute this. You must enter a positive number. You must enter a positive number. We forgot the P in here. A positive number. And then hit display. The program will terminate, and then will break out of the program. Psst, really great. That's it. Does not loop anymore. So let's hit enter in here. You see, you must enter a positive number. This program will terminate, and was terminated. So break is very useful to check the inputs, and when the input is wrong, just you could go out of the loop, just completely out of the loop. You could have continue. Okay, continue. It will break this cycle of the loop and go to the next one. It does not get completely out of the loop. Okay, so in the break, when you hit the break, it will go from here right away to after the end. It goes from here to the after of the end. Completely will go after the end. All right. If you do continue instead, okay, uh, continue. Now, when you hit continue, what does it do? It does not complete to here. It goes back to the next cycle. It will loop to the next cycle. Okay, that's the difference. So let's run it. All right. So when I do 10, no problem, worked perfectly. 30, no problem. Minus 10, okay, minus 10, what does it do? And we could, you must enter a positive number, and we could, instead of this, we could say try again. We could say try again. Okay, try again. So it will not uh, okay, so we'll say try again. Okay, and let me control C this. Okay, all right, so let's run it. All right, so now if I enter, like, let's say 90, no problem, worked fine. 34, no problem. Minus 10, all right, it did not break the loop. It skipped this cycle and went back, executed these two lines, and went back to the next loop. And you could enter, for example, 56, no problem. Okay, 0, it's a problem. It tells you try again, go ahead, and so on and so forth. Okay, so continue is very useful, and break is very useful when you would like to control the loops. So you need to exit the loop or exit the current cycle to the next cycle. Depends on your logic in the program.